Oh dear. Okay, there's still no sound. Okay, let me testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's telling me that there's sound. So is there sound now? Let me know because I'm trying to make it. Okay, awesome. All right. So now I'm going to continue and we are going to. So this is, since nobody could hear me, I'm going to say that this is could be a great swag, or it could even be a tree topper. So I know that everybody has seen what I've been doing, but you just haven't had any sound. So okay, I just put this. I rather than being fancy, I just have you guys on my laptop sound, and I guess it's working. So we'll just go here. And so if anybody, obviously you guys couldn't hear me before, I have a special guest with me, my Siberian Husky Sapphire, and she might visit us. So we'll see if you guys get to see her because she's so pretty. But right now she's under the table. And then now I'm going to take this ribbon and we'll add the green. What I love about this ribbon is it's two-sided. So, and it's just a ribbon, and they have it almost every year at Costco. And it's fun because it has the red on the inside, or it has the red and the green. So I'm just going to keep folding. So sorry about the sound issue. And I appreciate everybody's patience with it. So we're just going to keep folding. So all I'm doing is folding and twisting because I want the red on the inside and the green on the outside. And we'll just fold and just push this right in here. So at the beginning, since you guys couldn't hear me, let's just take my wand and give that a good push down into my Bowdabra. Since you couldn't hear me, what I did at the beginning was folded my Bowdabra bow wire in half and laid that down in the Bowdabra. And the reason that I do that is because now I have a slip knot. So I just pull the wire through my slip knot, pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra. And now when I pull it out, I'm not struggling. So if you have arthritis or fibromyalgia, this makes it so great that you're not struggling with the bow and holding on to it. So I'm just going to pull that through there and tie a knot. And that's what I love about the Bowdabra bow wire is you can just knot it. It's not like you're having to use it. And then now we're going to just, let's dovetail this one here. And we're going to also make, so this could be a great swag or a great tree topper. It's big, so you have a big tree, but it would work for probably a 7 or 8 foot tree, I think. And we're just going to pull this out here. And let's go to the front camera. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all your wonderful comments, and it's so simple that even though we didn't have sound for a little while, you could see what I was doing. So now we have this, and look how beautiful that turned out. And that would make a gorgeous tree topper or a beautiful swag, or even could turn it into a centerpiece. So I'll take this, put it aside, and now I'm just going to make a very simple bow. So again, I'm going to take my Bowdabra bow wire, and this would be a gorgeous fall bow. And again, what makes it fall, Christmas, spring, Easter, is just the ribbon that you use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this beautiful fall ribbon, and all I'm doing is folding, twisting, And after I finish this bow, we'll actually make a bow where you can use the scraps of your ribbon. Oh, let me go to the overhead camera. So you can use the scraps of ribbon to make a beautiful bow. Now I have some comments on YouTube that I don't measure, and I don't measure. I just, basically the way that I measure is I look, are the loops the same length? And if they are, then that's all that I care about. So now I'm just going to scrunch that down. So I have 3 loops on each, 4 loops on this side, 3 on this side. And I'm just going to take my grapes and lay those down in here. And take my Bowdabra bow wire, bring it up, pull it, get the grapes out of there, pull it through the slip knot, pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra, take it out, separate my ends, bring it around to the back, tie a knot, and tie another knot. And also, don't forget to let us know where you're watching from, because if you're watching and you let us know, we'll pick a winner. So how beautiful did that come out, and how super, super simple and quick. I mean, I think we made that in a minute. So it's so easy to make a beautiful bow using Bowdabra. I'll put this aside. And now let's make a Halloween bow. Or no, let's do a scrappy bow. So I'm going to take my Bowdabra and take my Bowdabra bow wire, and we'll just fold that in half and lay that down in the Bowdabra and tuck the end underneath. And I only tuck the end underneath so they just stay out of my way. And all I'm going to do now, I've already dovetailed the ends here. So we're just going to mix a whole bunch of ribbons that match each other. Scrunch those in. And we've got some 7/8 inch, and we've got some 2.5 inch, and 2 inch. It doesn't really matter as long as they all coordinate together. But they're all different sizes and different ribbons, because we don't care that they're different. We're just using all of our scraps of ribbon. So this is a great way, because if you're like me, we all save all of our ribbon, especially if you're like Joette, because she saves all of her ribbon too. So we've got Amy from Alabama, and we've got Kathy from Ravens Nation, Baltimore. Oh, wow. And now, I mean, Baltimore's been in my mind so much because of that awful, awful crash. And I just feel so bad for you guys. And now we're just going to take this. And then I'll take this little piece here, and we're going to make a little scrunchy bow in the middle. So we're just going to scrunch this down, and it's just going to be a way to finish off this bow. And so, and also, just so you guys know, we have over 900 videos on our YouTube channel, and they're a great way to practice and use the Bowdabra. And then we have literally thousands of projects at bowdabra.com. And let's see, to the dismay of my husband, I have oodles of ribbon. I know, we all do. And this is a great way to use any of your scraps of ribbon. It's so simple to do. All you have to do is be able to dovetail the ends. Whoops, this one wasn't dovetailed, so let's get that a good dovetail. And then I'm going to show you a way to use your little ribbon to make beautiful flowers. So let's go here and look how absolutely pretty this are. And if you're just joining us, we made this bow first, so you can go back and rewind and watch this beautiful bow, or our beautiful and super simple, if I cannot ruin it while I lift it up, tree topper bow. So this was what we started with. So I'm gonna now this, and then this is our beautiful ribbon made literally with scraps of ribbon, which I think is a super, super simple way to use up your scraps of ribbon. So now I'm gonna take my mini Bowdabra, and we're gonna make a beautiful little flower. So I'm gonna start the same way I do in the regular Bowdabra. I'm gonna take my Bowdabra bow wire, fold it in half, and lay this down into my Bowdabra and tuck the ends underneath. And I'm not seeing anyone else's comments. That's weird, but I think it's something to do with YouTube, because I think the people on Facebook are seeing the comments, but I'm seeing we have Still Classy, and so I'm seeing your comments, and Linda, I'm seeing your comments also. So just so you guys know, I'm seeing them. I'm not sure why they're not showing up on YouTube, but we had some technical difficulties tonight. So now I have these pieces of ribbon that we've cut into points, and I'm just going to lay this down here and take this one here. So these will be our petals, and take this one here. Hi Kathy, you're on Facebook, but are you seeing the comments on Facebook? And then now we're going to use this beautiful, now the only tip that I can give you for making these little pretty flowers is you want to use, you definitely want to use wired ribbon, because when at the end, when I shape it, you'll see why. So now we're just going to lay that in. We're just laying each piece in. And what I do when I lay them in is I make a little like mountain in the middle. So you have the valley here and the valley here. And that gives us our beautiful, like the way that it shapes into the bow. And we do the same thing for our hair bows. Lay that down in here. And then I'm going to take my piece of netting or tulle and just scrunch that down in here. And I'm just going to fold this over to finish it. And I'll take my Bowdabra wand and give everything a good scrunch. Whoops, it popped out. But you can see we've put a lot into the mini Bowdabra. So that's why we always ask if you have the mini or you have the big one. Because you can make good sized bows in the mini, but you can make itty bitty bows as well, which is why we love the mini Bowdabra. Because you can't make the really itty bitty bows in the regular Bowdabra. So we're just going to tie this off, knot it, give it another knot, and I think we might be visited by Sapphire. And so now the reason that we like it wired is because you can pull it up here and just separate at the ends. Bring them around. And let's get the camera here. So you have a beautiful little, whoops, take the wire out of there, a beautiful little flower, which was so, so simple to make. So now we're going to do a Halloween bow. So I'm just going to move everything, or actually, since everybody said they have lots of scraps of ribbon, let's use the scraps of ribbon and make a funky bow using our ribbon scraps. And what's cool is you can make this bow in the Bowdabra. It looks like we're getting a guest appearance. Are you coming in here, Safi? So we have Sapphire here. She's giving us a guest appearance. I hope everybody likes her. She's brand new to me. We just got her last week. So she's so sweet. And let me move this so you guys can actually see her face. She's so cute. So this is Sapphire, and she was named Sapphire because of her beautiful eyes. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Bowdabra bow wire and fold it half and put it into my Bowdabra. Now we'll go to the overhead camera and we'll start. So we have this piece of, now literally these are scraps. So all we're going to do is fold it in half and make that, and then we're just going to lay this down in here. Then we have another scrap, and we're just going to lay this down. And we have another scrap. We're just going to lay this down in here. So it's just using a scrap. So we have from sunny California. I'm in sunny Las Vegas, so we're not that far from each other. Lay this down in here. And lay this one here. So we're just using our scraps of ribbon. I think I'm just going to I'm not going to make loops. I think I'm just going to, now what I'll do is I'll clip these and dovetail my ends here. And dovetail this one. And dovetail this, whoops. Does that ever happen to anybody where you try to dovetail it and it ends up going the wrong way? Okay, and let's do a loop here. So what I'm doing is doing a funky bow style where and let's go here. And this one we'll do like we do a funky bow. So we'll twist it. Whoops. We'll lay it in here. Twist it, fold it back. And so that's like a funky bow. So this is all really simple. And there we go. Yeah, so if you're in San Diego, you're really close to me. Now we'll just lay this down. This in here. Actually, let's do this set the other way. And we'll lay this in here. So this just becomes a really super, super simple bow to make. But yet it's a great way to use your scraps of ribbon. So as somebody said earlier, I can't remember who it was, her husband doesn't like, to his chagrin, she has a whole bunch of ribbon. What I love is this is such a great way to get rid of scrap ribbon that you have laying around. So we'll lay this down in here, come back over, and that will be a scrap, but we'll just dovetail the end of this. And find my wand, give everything a really good push. So this is a great way to use up your scrap ribbon, which makes a great wreath bow or really any kind of bow. And we'll just separate the ends, bring it around to the back, tie a knot, tie another knot, and let's just shape it out. Now, how easy and simple is that? Get rid of this. Now I have a dog coming up on the table, so I hope she doesn't ruin our connection. Oh my goodness, she just okay, she just took away the overhead camera. Sorry everybody. Let me see if I can pull that back in. Gosh, she loves our dogs. Okay, there we go. So this is the introduction to Sapphire, who thinks she's going to organize everything for us. And here we go. So we have a winner. Oh my goodness, how exciting. Gigi Hines Williams from California. Congratulations, Gigi. You have won our a roll of our scrunchy ribbon. And let me see if I can find, here we go. We have some of our scrunchy ribbon here. And let me show you how cool this, I love this ribbon. It is so cool. So let's make a scrunchy bow. So, oh, it looks like we're at the end. So you get to, if you can contact us via Facebook and private message us, I'll show you how to use it. And you can choose red or silver or gold. And let's fold this in half, lay this down into our Bowdabra, tuck the ends underneath, and I'll use 2 different scrunchies in this bow. So all I'm going to do is just scrunch. It's like literally I scrunch it down. And we'll take our silver, so we'll make it a combination red and silver bow, since we're at the end of the rolls for both of them. And it's a 25-foot roll that's valued at about $20. So definitely you'll love it, I hope. And just scrunch everything in there. Take my wire, bring it back up, pull this through my slip knot, put tight while it's still in the Bowdabra, and I'll separate the ends. And now on this one, because this is a wire, all I'm going to do is just twist it around. And you can see, isn't that fun? So it's just super, super simple. This makes great ornaments for your trees. We'll put that aside. And, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's almost time. So let me show you guys again what we made. We made this beautiful bow, which could be a tree topper or a swag. And we also made this beautiful bow using scraps of ribbon. So this was just made from scraps. And we made this beautiful bow, which took like a minute to make. And then we have this bow that was made from scraps. And now, it was from scraps. And then now let's do a Halloween bow. So I'm gonna take my Bowdabra bow wire. And next week, I'll show you how to make a different type of tree topper. So definitely tune in next week at 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 Mountain, 6 Central, and 7 Eastern. So let's put this on the overhead camera. And all I'm going to do here is just, I've got about 1.5 yards of ribbon, and I'm just going to roll this up. And this is a 21-inch wide deco mesh. And it's just like we made our scrunchy bow a minute ago. We're just making a scrunchy bow. But we're using deco mesh instead of scrunchy ribbon. And again, I'm just going to roll this up because I don't want the frayed ends showing. So then we're going to take, now we're going to take our other ribbon and we're just going to lay this down in here. So this is just super simple. Lay this in and lay this in here. And lay this tail going this way. So this makes a great swag, or you could even use it as a Halloween centerpiece. And I'm just going to lay these in here. So it's totally simple to make. And now I'm going to take my deco mesh. Now this is a 10-inch deco mesh. And we're going to do the same style that we did a minute ago. Just lay this down in here. And just going to fold the ends underneath and take another piece of the deco mesh and do exactly the same thing. So it's super, super simple. Oh, Addie, you like the, Ms. Addie's Virtual Academy likes the deco mesh. I love the deco mesh. I think, and I love using it in the Bowdabra because it just, it's so easy. Lay that in there. And then now we're going to make a fold and twist bow. because I think this would be so pretty on your door for Halloween. You could even put a pumpkin in the middle, but I don't have one, so a pumpkin pick in the middle if you wanted. And all I'm doing is just get this out of here. Just folding. Whoops. Get the ribbon straightened out. And twist. And I am not sure why I'm having so much trouble with this ribbon right now. But I do have a lot of ribbon in the Bowdabra, so it's making me work a little bit harder. And we'll just make a little button loop in the center and clip this off. So we have our cute little button loop. And then I'll take my Bowdabra bow wire and bring that up. I could use my wand to scrunch everything down, but I forgot. A lot of times I don't use the wand. And now I'm just gonna pull the two ends through my slip knot, pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra. So when I pull it out, super, super easy to tie it off. And we'll tie a knot. And now I'm just going to take my button loop and form that in the center, my two other loops, and bring those to the sides of it. And bring up my little pick. And now you have this adorable Halloween door swag. So I can't even believe that's already been 32 minutes. You guys, thank you so, so much for joining me. And I will be on next week again at 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 Mountain, 6 Central, and 7 Eastern. So thank you so much. And also I want to thank everybody who shared tonight. That's so helpful to us. So we will see you again next week. Bye, everybody.